Hi, everybody. This is Fred Bruin with Remax Parkside Real Estate. It is Wednesday, May 13th, and today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about unemployment and the situation we're in today. On my last video, we talked about the anticipation of the April numbers coming out on May 8th, and they did come out on May 8th, and pretty much as expected, but we're going to dive into a little bit of detail on it. And let me share with you some slides to help me with that. So that report did come out on Friday, May 8th. The unemployment rate at that time was 14.7%. So 14.7% of the workforce is without their job or filed an unemployment claim. But that leaves 85% of our workforce still working. They still have their job. They didn't lose their job. It might be diminished in some capacity with fewer hours or the challenges of suddenly working from home, but 85.3% of the workforce still has a job. Of that 14.7%, 90% believe that their unemployment situation is temporary and that the job will be back in a short period of time. 10% believe that it's going to be a permanent situation. If the lockdown, of course, it gets extended out, protracted over a long period of time, this number is going to change. We're going to start seeing the 90% lessen and more of the jobs become permanent as businesses close their doors for good. We're already starting to see that happen in today's economy. Businesses haven't been able to survive this 6-7 week lockdown. So who's unemployed? How about the adult working men? 13% are unemployed. Adult working women, 15.5%. And working age teenagers, 31.9%. And of course, we all know that this is a reflection of entry-level type jobs. Who's unemployed via sectors? We can see that the huge hit is servers and bartenders with 37.6% of the unemployment applications. Huge portion of those unemployment claims. And of course, most of these jobs will be coming back as the lockdown eases and these restaurants and bars and places of social gathering can reopen their doors to customers. Other big hits, retail, of course, they've been closed down, just now starting to open for curbside service, which I don't really quite understand. But they took a big hit. Doctors' offices, arts and entertainment, manufacturing, childcare took a pretty good hit too. And you can hotels, 4.1% of the claims come from hotel workers. The 2020 forecast for the unemployment over the course of the year, JP Morgan predicts 20%, Merrill Lynch 15.6, Goldman Sachs 15, Wells Fargo 7.3, currently at 14.7. So Josh, from the Wall Street Journal national economics correspondent there, he says news stories often describe the coronavirus-induced global economic downturn as the worst since the Great Depression. Well, this is likely to be literally true, yet for many, the comparison does more to terrify than clarify. And what does he mean by that? Well, let's look at it. Here's the first 4 years of the Great Depression and what that unemployment rate was in those years, 1932, 23.6. The next year, 24.9, 21.7, 20.1. So big numbers over an extended period of time. Today we're at 14.7, and the predictions are for 2021, 8%. Then 5% in 2022, 4% in 2023. So we're going to fall out of this much quicker than back during the Great Depression. Ben Bernanke, former Fed chair, a quote from him, "I don't find comparing the current downturn with the Great Depression to be very helpful. the expected duration is much less, and the causes are very different. What he means by that is the Great Depression was caused by economic deficiencies. This downturn is caused by a health deficiency, which we feel will very quickly be corrected or overcome. Here's another illustration. The current unemployment predictions at the start of this epidemic, where we're falling to, and how quickly it will recover back to pre-virus days, right? And then the yellow line, the Great Recession, it took 9 years to get back to the pre-depression unemployment rate. And I'm sorry, that's the recession. 2006, the Great Depression, 12 years to get back. The number of applications filed, of course, we know in mid to late March, the numbers were high, but they've been tapering off ever since. And they're still terrible numbers, but at least it's going in the right direction, fewer and fewer applications. And Carlos Rodriguez, he's the CEO for Automatic Data Processing, one of the largest payroll processing companies in the United States. Based on what they're seeing, it's possible that companies are already anticipating some kind of normalization and opening up in certain states and starting to post jobs and actually hire people back. So on my next video, I'm going to discuss how the unemployment, this virus, and how real estate is reacting to it today. The real estate market's always changing and trending, and it's trending as we speak, and I'm working on that video. Should have it to you in a day or two. Appreciate you listening, watching. Again, if you have any questions or comments, give me a call or email. I'm happy to talk with you. Thank you.